Students, as you all know that we are continue with our revision work. As you know that our September exams are very near. So in the last video we have revised our chapter number 2, physical features of India, and in this video I am taking my next topic, that is chapter number 3, drainage. And you all know that we have to do only the map work of this chapter. Okay, we have to do only the map work of this chapter. So in this video we will practice our map work. Okay, so let me start. The name of our chapter is drainage. Okay, students. Okay, in this map we will discuss about our Indian rivers. So attend this page. Students, you know the Indian rivers are divided into two major groups. Number one, the Himalayan rivers, and number two, the peninsular rivers. Okay, in Himalayan rivers we have major three rivers. The major Himalayan rivers are the Indus River, the Ganga River, and number 3, the Brahmaputra River. These rivers are long and are joined by many large and important tributaries. All these. A river along with its tributaries may be called a river system. Okay, a river along with its tributaries may be called a river system. So in Himalayan rivers we have major 3 river systems. Number 1, the Indus river system, and number 2, the Ganga river system, and number 3 is the Brahmaputra river system. Okay. So students, we can divide our Indian rivers into two groups. Number 1, the Himalayan rivers, and number 2, the peninsular rivers. So let me tell you that in this video we will revise our Himalayan rivers only. In my next video I will give you the revision related to the peninsular rivers. So let me start map work of Himalayan rivers. As I have told you that in Himalayan rivers we have major 3 rivers. Number 1, the Indus River. I am taking the Indus River. So students, you can see that this is our Indus River. This is our Indus River. Okay, in the beginning we will discuss about the origin of this river. As I have write, the Indus River rises in Tibet. This is our Tibet, you know, near Mansarovar Lake. So this is the originating point of Indus River. Okay, students, and it rises in Tibet near Mansarovar Lake. It enters India in the Ladakh district of Jammu and Kashmir. After that, the river is flowing continue and it enters in our India in the Ladakh district of our Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, on this point, this river enters. And you know, further flowing, students, you can see these are the tributaries. These are the tributaries of Indus River. So it is joined by the tributaries like named the Jaskar, the Nubra, the Shyok, and the Hunza in the Kashmir regions. So these are the tributaries. Okay, after that this river flows further flowing from the Baltistan and Gilgit. Okay, Indus is joined by other tributaries. After that this river enters in Pakistan. This is our Pakistan, you know. Okay, and here it is joined by, this point is equal to, I have written M. This is the name Mithankot in Pakistan. Okay, Mithankot is located in Pakistan. So at Mithankot, this river is joined by many other tributaries like you can see the names Jhelum River, Chenab River, Ravi River, and Satluj River. Okay, students, so all these tributaries join with Indus River at Mithankot in Pakistan. Okay, after that river flows southwards. Okay, as you can see that river is flowing southward and finally drains into the Arabian Sea. The river is coming like this and finally drains into the Arabian Sea. And students, you know the total length of this river is 2900 kilometer. Okay, the origin point is here. You can see it is flowing like this and coming like this, and the total length of the river is 2900 kilometer. And you know, a little over a third of the Indus basin is located in the 3 states of our India. Okay, Jammu and Kashmir. Indus River basin is located in Jammu and Kashmir, and this basin is some parts of this basin is also located in Punjab and Himachal Pradesh also. So student, this is our Indus River system. Now we will do number 2, that is the Ganga River system. Okay. students, that you can identify that this is our Ganga river. Just give a close look. This is our Ganga river. You can see this is our Ganga river. Okay. So students, our Ganga river, the headquarter of the Ganga called the Bhagirathi. Okay, the headquarter of the Ganga is called the Bhagirathi, is fed by the Gangotri glacier. Okay, from where this river is coming. This river originates from the Gangotri glacier. As you know that this is a Himalaya mountain like the shape of an arc. Okay, so the Ganga river originates from the Gangotri glacier and joined by Alaknanda river at Devprayag in Uttarakhand. Okay, and here we have our Uttarakhand state. So it is coming from Gangotri glacier. From Gangotri glacier it is coming, and it is joined by one another river, that is Alaknanda river, and where it joins at Devprayag, located in Uttarakhand. You can see these two rivers. So this is our Ganga river is coming, and this is our Alaknanda river. Okay, so at Devprayag both of the rivers mix with each other, and finally this is our Ganga river. Okay students, just see this page. I will give you the PDF also. Ganga river system. The headquarter of the Ganga called the Bhagirathi is fed by the Gangotri glacier and joined by Alaknanda river at Devprayag. This is our Bhagirathi river coming from Gangotri glacier. Alaknanda river is also coming. So both of the rivers mix with each other at Devprayag, and Devprayag is located in Uttarakhand. Okay. When the river is flowing downward at Haridwar, Ganga emerges from mountains to plains. Further coming on the plains, Ganga river is joined by many tributaries. Just attend this map. Student, so I have told you that at Haridwar, Ganga emerges from mountains to plains. Okay, now Ganga has come to the plain areas. Ganga river is flowing in the plain areas, and further coming on the plains, Ganga river is joined by many tributaries. Like you can see, these are the also tributaries, and these are also tributaries. Ganga river has lots of tributaries, and we can divide these tributaries into two parts: left bank tributaries as well as right bank tributaries. So left bank tributaries are Ghagra, Gandak and Kosi rivers. Okay students, you can see here. This is our Ghagra river, Gandak river and Kosi river. These rivers are left bank tributaries. Okay, and these rivers emerge from Nepal Himalaya. All these rivers like Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi, these rivers are coming from Nepal Himalaya. Okay, and finally these tributaries mix with Ganga river. Now we will see right bank tributaries. All these are the right bank tributaries of Ganga river. Right bank tributaries are the Chambal, the Betwa and the Son. Chambal river you can see, Betwa river and Son river. Okay, and you know Yamuna is the largest right bank tributary of Ganga river. Yamuna is the largest right bank tributary of Ganga river. So in this manner we can see that Ganga is a very large river, and you know Farakka is the easternmost point of the Ganga in West Bengal. Now see that Ganga is flowing, that Ganga river is flowing towards east. Okay, and finally the Ganga river reaches into Bangladesh. Okay students, but before Bangladesh, the Ganga river reaches into West Bengal, and Farakka is the easternmost point of Ganga in West Bengal. Here it are West Bengal. So Farakka is the easternmost point. Okay, after that this river enters into Bangladesh. Okay students, so when this river enters in Bangladesh, our Ganga river is also joined by another river, that is Brahmaputra river. You can see this is a Brahmaputra river is coming. So Ganga river is also joined by Brahmaputra river. Okay students, and you know in Bangladesh it is known as Padma river. This is our Bangladesh, and in Bangladesh it is, I have written here Padma also. Both of the rivers mix with each other, and it is known as Padma river. And after that finally Ganga river drains into Bay of Bengal. You can see this is our Bay of Bengal. So this river drains into Bay of Bengal. So this was the journey of our Ganga river starting from Gangotri glacier. Okay, this time this is known as Bhagirathi. At Devprayag in Uttarakhand, it is joined by Alaknanda river. Okay, it is joined by Alaknanda river, and at Haridwar the Ganga river emerges from mountains to plains. So this was our Ganga river system. Now we will take third, that is our Brahmaputra river system. Students, you know, the Brahmaputra river rises in Tibet east of Mansarovar lake. You can see this is our Brahmaputra river. This is our Brahmaputra river. So Brahmaputra river rises in Tibet. Okay, this is our Tibet, you know, and in Tibet east of Mansarovar lake. East of Mansarovar lake. Okay, and I have told you this is also the origin point of our Indus river. But this river rises from the east of Mansarovar in the Tibet east of Mansarovar lake. Student, this is our Brahmaputra river. But you can notice that ma'am here another word has been written, that is Sampo river. T will be silent, so it is Sampo river. So the reason is like this, that in Tibet this river is known as by the name Sampo river. You know, a particular river may have different names in different areas. So in Tibet this river is known as by the name Sampo river. So the river is flowing eastward, and you know, this river is slightly longer than the Indus, and its most of course lies outside India. This river is slightly longer comparison than the Indus river, and its course lies outside India. Okay student, its almost course lies outside India. Okay, so this river is flowing eastward, and you know students, just see this triangle. This is our Namcha Barua mountain. Namcha Barua mountain, and the height of this mountain is 7,757 meter. So you know, from Namcha Barua mountain this river takes a U-turn. This river takes a the river is taking U-turn. This river takes a U-turn and enters India in Arunachal Pradesh. And you can see this is our Arunachal Pradesh. So river is entering in our India in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. So this thing I have told you, that in Tibet it is known as Sampo river. From Namcha Barua mountain it enters into India. It enters into India in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay students, here it is known as Dihang river. Here it is known as Dihang river. Just give a close look, you will see Dihang river. In Arunachal Pradesh it is known as Dihang river, and you know, it is also joined by many other tributaries like the Dibang river and the Lohit river. You can see this is our Lohit river. So these are the other tributaries of Brahmaputra river. Okay students. Okay, now see that in Bangladesh river, Brahmaputra river, as I have told you now only, that in Bangladesh this Brahmaputra river joins with our Ganga river. Okay, like Ganga river, and finally this Brahmaputra river drains into Bay of Bengal. Okay, both of the rivers mix with each other. Okay, and finally the river is flowing southward, and this river also drains into Bay of Bengal. This Padma, I have told you in that Ganga river system, that in Bangladesh Ganga river is known as Padma river when it mixes with Brahmaputra river. So students, this is the course of our Brahmaputra river originating from the in the Tibet east of Mansarovar lake. Okay, in the Tibet east of, this is our Mansarovar lake, so east of Mansarovar lake, so it is flowing like this, and this is the course of our Brahmaputra river, and finally it drains into Bay of Bengal. So students, in this video we have discussed our Himalayan rivers, three major river systems we have discussed. Number 1, Indus river system, number 2, Ganga river system, and number 3, this is our Brahmaputra river system. So student, just to prepare all these rivers, okay, and all the tributaries. Just take your own map and try to show all these rivers. Okay, remaining rivers, the peninsular rivers, we will discuss in my next video. Just do this map work. Okay students, thank you, have a good day.